All right, so we've had our first near-miss catastrophe. We were at the Berlin Hauptbahn, the train station, ready to take our train into Hamburg this morning, and it's so funny. Our daughter and I were talking about how all the two older kids and the rest of us are all kind of clumsy, and we trip, but none of us ever broke our bones when we were little, surprisingly, or they didn't at least. Anyway, so we're going down the escalator this morning to get down to our train platform, and I got my bag behind me and Sebastian's in front of me, and he wanted to walk down a few more stairs, and he knows better. And so I told him, we're not going down the damn stairs, so stop right there. And he kept pushing his foot down, and I go, Sebastian, stop. All of a sudden he starts screaming, and he's got his foot, the little feathery stuff that's on the bottom of the escalators, he had his foot there, and all of a sudden it caught inside one of the, near the end. Yeah, I got it. Anyway, and so his foot, he had it totally along the side, and it had wedged itself between that and then the little stair, because we were starting to come to the bottom of it. So it caught his shoe. Thank God we do not tie his shoes tight. We keep them really loose so you can just slide them on, slide them off. It was a tennis shoe, and ripped his shoe off of his foot. And he was freaking out. We were freaking out. The whole escalator stopped because at the bottom it's basically shredded and stuck inside. We had, people in German, and poor kid, and he's screaming, and I'm trying to get him another pair of shoes out. We're trying to calm him down, and we couldn't get his shoe out, but he has no marks on his feet. He's fine. It was sore, I think, and also just the fear of it all, and the fear and the scare was actually probably more traumatic for him. And then, thank goodness though, his whole foot, I don't know, how his shoe got in there. Honestly, it wasn't like he just had a lung that do, and then boom, just sucked in. Anyway, and so now he's so worried because he calls them his dragon shoes, because they kind of had this reflective stuff on them that looked like dragony. And they're awesome shoes too, play shoes. Oh, awesome shoes. So now we're going to go find him some more freaking shoes while we're here in Hamburg. But he has a pair of Crocs that we were able to slip on him so he wouldn't be barefoot or have one shoe. And I tossed his other shoe in the garbage. And then he has another pair of shoes, another pair of slip-ons. So anyway, catastrophe averted, thankfully, and it could have been so much worse, and everyone could have slammed into each other because it was a full day there. So, word to all you parents out there, a shoe can totally actually get stuck in those sides. So, when we were coming up the escalators from Hamburg train station to come up, Sebastian was not standing on the side. He even was he has this little handkerchief he likes to hold, and he goes, oh. Afterward, he goes, and Mama, it didn't get my handkerchief. I'm like, oh, thank goodness, not the freaking handkerchief of all things. So, keep their feet away from the side at all costs. It could have been a horrifying situation. So, anyway, that's our story.